Hello and welcome to Madman Review. This is Andrew, and in this episode, it's all about single-shot shotguns. It's a firearm that has a long history. Back then, it was a necessity for people in the farms and country homesteads. Men and boys would arm themselves with one of these and venture forth to hunt wild game to feed their families. Fancier autoloaders were more for those well off. Since the budget was very limited for those people, they needed a reliable and affordable gun. These single-shot shotguns provided just that. Nowadays, there are a plethora of firearms for hunting. Many of these modern firearms can easily outperform these single shots at a very affordable price. So, why is there a market for this weapon of a bygone era? The reason is mostly sentimental. Just like lever-action rifles we discussed in a previous episode, some love these shotguns. They find that laying in a bush and taking shots at various games from long distances is effective, but where's the fun in that? Sometimes it's just more fun to stalk your target, get up close, and shoot. This is something I can get behind. Hunting doesn't have to be all about efficiency. Since food is probably not a concern for many people, it might be more entertaining to just take your time and enjoy the moment. These single shots allow you to do just that. They let you relive the history when there wasn't many guns to choose from, and everyone learned to hunt with one of these. I have put together a list of one-shot shotguns for those who want to own one of these, and don't forget to check out the links in the description below. The Winchester 37. Anyone who knows a thing or two about guns would have heard of Winchester. They're one of the most iconic gun manufacturers in America. One day they decided to create a cheap shotgun that would function as a workhorse. This is where the Winchester 37 came in. Over 1 million of the 37 was pumped out between 1936 and 1963. It was a powerful utilitarian shotgun that was adapted by the National Guard during the Second World War. Guards on docks, factories, and warehouses were armed with this 12-gauge monster with 30-inch barrels. The 37 also enjoyed popularity in the hunting community, and there are many options to choose from. They come in 12, 16, 20, and 28 gauge, as well as 410 with long, tightly choked barrels. If they still don't suit your fancy, you can also place a special order for other cylinder options, or if you want a modded shotgun. Back when this gun was everywhere, the ammo was not as good as it is today, and so hunters went with full chokers for tight and lethal payloads, except for the upland hunters. Even so, they did not waste ammo on small fries. The game might be at least the size of a squirrel before they were deemed worthy of getting shot. The 37 came in red letter and boys models, which were introduced in 1948 and 1958 respectively. The only way to tell the difference is a stamp. Winchester stamped its name on the red letter variants and coated the letter with red enamel paint, so look for it if you want the early version. The boys model was advertised as a gun for new shooters with its 20-gauge 26-inch barrel and a short stock with a recoil pad and a big Winchester logo. Overall, there's not much to hate about this shotgun, if at all. It's an excellent shotgun from a reputable company, so you won't regret this purchase. The Henry USA single shots. By this, I mean all the single-shot shotguns with the name Henry. People hear a lot of Henry in firearms. It's Henry this, Henry that. It started back in 1860 when Benjamin Tyler Henry got a patent for his lever-action repeating rifle. That design formed the foundation for lever-action rifles. Nowadays, Henry Repeating Arms was little more than a historic brand. Louis and Anthony Imperator bought the rights to the name, and they continued producing lever-action rifles in various models and calibers. The company still stands today. Not too long ago, the company also bought out rifles and shotguns that are single-shot, which comes in 12, 20-gauge, and 410 in different platforms and barrel lengths. There's plenty of customization options to choose from, including the stock material, the recoil pad, receiver, the list goes on. There are shotguns for deer hunters as well. Some Henry shotguns came with a rifled slug gun with a 135 twist rate, which is just right for slug stabilization, as the receiver is drilled and tapped. You can slap on an optic of your choice if you don't want to use the fiber optic open sights. The H&R Pardner and Topper. The H&R Pardner was a classic one-shot shotgun. In terms of design, this gun was unassuming. However, this was a masterpiece from one Gilbert Harrington. He was propelled into a renowned individual in 1871 because of his top-break shell-ejecting revolver. He then partnered up with William Richardson and created H&R. During the time, they kept manufacturing revolvers and shotguns. Thanks to Richardson's production experience, their products were reliable and became incredibly popular. One of their best products was the H&R Pardner and the Topper that came soon after. These single-shot shotguns offered reliability and a very competitive price point. In fact, many shooters at the time started their venture into the gun world with these shotguns. The Pardner and Topper came in all popular gauges such as 410, 28, and 10, although the guns do not make for a comfortable shooting experience, especially for beginners, thanks to their lightweight and hard butt plate. Even so, they were affordable and reliable, and that's enough for many people. The older models have color case hardened receivers and the lever is located behind the hammer. On newer models, you can find the lever on the side, just to the right of the hammer. The ejector pushes spent shells out of the gun, and you have an empty chamber, ready for another shell. Overall, there was nothing really notable in terms of appearance for the Pardner and Topper. They were built to be cheap and reliable, so they ditched a lot of fancy designs. At the end of the day, they're reliable as guns can get. If you have a tight budget and don't care much about aesthetics, the Pardner or Topper would not disappoint. That said, acquiring them could be difficult since H&R gun production stopped in 2015. The Iver Johnson Champion 36. Iver Johnson was a Norwegian gunsmith who moved to the United States during the Civil War. He made a name for himself when his revolvers and handguns became incredibly popular. Eventually, his company started producing single and double-barreled shotguns. One of their most successful products is the Champion Model 36 single shot, which came in 1909. You can get the Champion 36 in 12, 16, and 20 gauge, and also 410. Unfortunately, it might be difficult to get any models since all of them were discontinued in 1957. All the models are the typical single-shot shotguns with the lever behind the hammer. Even if you cannot get your hands on the Champion, consider buying other shotguns and handguns from Iver Johnson. The company is still around to this day. Among their offerings, they also have single-shot shotguns and 20 gauge and 310 in different configuration. All of the shotguns are very well made, so check them out. The CZ Sharp Tail Coach. This shotgun is a popular option for home defense, hunting, and competitive shooting. It comes in 20 and 12 gauge, and you can choose to have a 20 or 30-inch barrel. The spread is excellent for both buckshot and birdshot after firing hundreds of shells. Even after that, you won't experience failure or failure to release the cartridge. The build quality is solid, very comfortable to hold, is designed for fast target acquisition and close-range shooting. Choose the barrel you want to fire from with the safety and pull the trigger. In the unlikely event of a misfire, the gun will automatically switch to the other barrel. While you can fire from the second barrel immediately after the first, you cannot fire both at the same time. Overall, the CZ Sharptail is an excellent option. It's reliable, affordable, and lightweight. It has a wide range of applications, so you won't regret this purchase. And there you have it, folks. I'm certain that there are other good shotguns out there, but these are just my personal recommendations. If you have any suggestions for other single-shot shotguns, let us know in the comments section below. If you find this video informative, consider giving us a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode.